So you power the mechs by women's orgasm.
I made it 8 minutes into that show, I think.
Then your mech shut off?
And then it shut off, and I was like, well, that's enough for today.
Entertainment Podcast.
Nerdcast. You scared the pooches.
That'll happen. I scare everyone away. Welcome back to the FME episode 18, 19, 20, whatever, you know. We got me today, Santino. We got Brandon. Yeah, Brandon here today. And we got George here today.
Hello. I feel so awkward right now.
Can we just whisper this whole episode?
Oh, let's talk in nerd voices, because
Okay, guys, I got me this Oreo cookie, and it's red velvet, and it's super delicious.
this is our Oreo red velvet cookie review today.
I'm about to have a nerdgasm.
Oh my god.
Pants.
I haven't nerdgasmed since that time. Star Wars.
When I saw Solo die.
Oh, spoilers. So now we chase Brian away. Today, let's talk about some anime, some video games, some something.
Something's my favorite category.
Yeah,
hentai.
Ooh.
Octopussy.
I think the last hentai I actually watched was like Bible Black back in like 2001 or some shit.
I thought that was an actual show. Or is it like both?
It was like a hentai anime.
I was told to steer clear of that, so I never watched it.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, but like this chick I knew in high school was into it, so you know.
It was the gothic Black Raven or something. I don't know the last time I watched a hentai, dude. The only thing close I've watched was Monster Musume.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's probably worse.
It was definitely something. You know what? It caught my attention because I thought it was weird as fuck and it was kind of funny. But like, at the end, it was like weird as fuck. And I was just like, where is this storyline going? That I wanted to see it till the end and I never got to because it just kind of fell off of it.
They just made kind of like a newer version of that with all the girls are horses. And they're named after actual racehorses in Japan. And They'd have and they just run with ears and a tail, and it's fucking weird.
I just know these guys that make this shit, they make everything perverted, obviously.
I mean, who doesn't want to fuck a snake demon or a bird, right?
I know, dude. It's so weird. No, but I gotta say, though, I'm like, when I saw the cover, I'm like, what the fuck is this about? Like, you ever look at anime and you're just like, you see the cover first, or do you like go off?
No, I'll look at I'll read the little spiel when stuff first comes out. Like if I'm watching the new stuff, or I'll give it a little read before I check it out. Yeah,
when I just look at I'll click on like when I filter my anime, manga, or whatever. I mainly read a lot of manga, so I'll look at it. I'll put like ecchi, like shonen, adventure, comedies. Like obviously my number one thing is it's got to be funny.
Yeah,
it's got to have some funny parts on there. I like some drama, like, have some kind of like plot, but I'm not into like any of that romantic shit, but like, but it's funny, Monster Musume is like a romantic comedy thing, but it was the weirdest thing, because I'm like, what the fuck is this anime about? Like, and it was just the cover that caught my attention. I'm like, all right, let me
some of the characters were just so far out there that it was like hard for me to want to watch it whatsoever.
Okay, so have you seen some of the characters?
I think I saw 4 episodes because when I was leaving my older roommate, he was watching the show. Yeah. I just kind of watched whatever was on TV, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But as it kept going, I'm like, after episode 4, I'm like, I can't watch this.
Okay, dude. So if anybody's afraid of spiders or arachnids or whatever, there's a chick in that one, and she obviously has these giant tits, and she's like basically her theme is like BDSM or whatever, like tie you up and takes control shit. It's a giant fucking spider. There's a girl that actually cosplayed that shit in Japan. Like
had all the prosthetics, like moving legs. I've seen something like that.
And she like dressed up like the eyes and everything. Like
I bet that's fucking badass.
Yeah, like it looked dope. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, all right, now would you fuck her? And then I'm like, nah. And I'm like, that's kind of like, nah. But it's still, to me, it's like, to see it kind of realistic, I'm like, that upper torso there. I'm like, damn, you nailed it, dude. I'm like,
Get a spider job.
I know. I'm like, hey, Spider-Man, you get a spider.
Jesus.
You know, it just to me, it's just like. But anyways, I see some covers on some animes and it catches my eye. I'm like, that looks. The fuck is this about? Let me read into it. And then sometimes I just get caught up, and then when you read something or you start something, you kind of want to finish through it.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of caught up with that one. But then I never finished it because I don't know, it just took too long to come out. I felt like it stopped because I felt like there was some kind of issues, obviously, because people were like, "What the hell are you doing?" It was just weird.
Why are you trying to find?
I mean, sometimes you get really thrown off. I remember a couple years ago, probably now, there was this show, like this mech anime, which I'm not a huge mech fan overall. That doesn't really do it for me. But I just saw the preview. It just like looked like mech fighting shit. But once I got about 5 minutes into the episode, and it was revealed that the mechs are powered by women's orgasms.
Wow.
This came out like 3 years ago, and it was really disturbing. And so, I mean,
was it the one where the guys pilot the girls with their butts? Darling in the Franxx, I think it was.
No, Darling in the Franxx is actually a good show. That aspect's a little odd, but the show itself was really good.
The ending of the Franxx was a little weird.
I liked the ending. It's kind of like
giant space mech.
it's like
titties.
a prequel to Gurren Lagann, kind of. That's kind of what the whole show is about. Or
Gurren
sequel, prequel to Gurren Lagann.
I don't think they're in the same universe.
They are in the same universe.
They're made by the same studio. I don't think they're in the same universe.
They've talked about it a little bit, but
So, you power the mechs by women's orgasms. Like,
she don't even have to be in the mech. She's just somewhere randomly getting off, and your mech powers up. I made it 8 minutes into that show, I think. And I'm just like,
then your mech shut off.
And then I shut off, and I'm like, well, that's enough for today.
Are you sure you were watching?
No, it
porn?
wasn't even a hentai. It was just like everything's censored. It's like actual anime.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why would you make this?
Well, my thing is like, where is the imagination of these guys coming from? Like, where? Like, what would be the weirdest anime you've ever seen? I guess. What would you come up if you were to make an anime? What would be the weirdest shit you would come up with?
I don't even fucking know. It just reminds me of like the Attack on Titan guy who said he came up with the idea when he saw drunk guys stumbling around in the bar and they were walking like the Titans, and that's where he got the idea for the entire show. I'm like, that's fucking crazy because like I'm not that creative.
And that guy must have been naked.
Naked drunk guy.
Think about it.
He smiles like
He must have been naked. He probably, and he must have been one of the gay guy like prancing around. He was like, because have you seen the Titans? When
Yeah,
they
they're
run?
going crazy.
No, I was just running like that. Like, what was he on when he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat this fucking thing right now. And he just fucking
like,
eats it.
Like, yeah,
that could be a person.
Yeah.
I want to know what these people are like before they start like making these anime and manga getting famous. Like, what's going on in your head that makes you think this is a good idea?
Yeah.
So I'm like, obviously, Attack on Titan is like a good show, but like the idea putting it on paper when you're like sitting at a bar is probably so fucking weird to me.
I'm sure like it all like it's just like how a lot of ideas are. You know, you take in a lot of information, all the shit you've seen before and whatnot, and you start thinking, okay, what if? And then something like that, it clicks like, oh, these crazy people in the bar. What if horrifying monsters that could eat you, but also look funny when they run and naked, but no ding dongs? Because they gotta keep it PG.
Oh my god. That's weird to know. I didn't know that's how he came up with it.
That's great to know.
Now I think of like Monster Musume. That guy's like, yeah, I want to fuck that spider. It's like, really?
Hey, you see that bird out there? I want to fuck that bird.
Well, yeah, because there's the girl that does fly. Yeah, there's a girl that flies in there. And he's like, that one's a little borderline to me though, because it's like a little girl kind of.
Yeah, that was so.
And it's
That's just how it is over there. I
yeah,
guess.
they call it
know.
Lolitas or something like that, and it's just like.
I mean, the Japanese are all about cute things. Like,
Yeah.
like I got a friend. I lived with a Japanese roommate for a while. His girlfriend looks like she's like fucking 16. She's 26. And I'm like, that's good for you, but I'm not into that.
You get busted real quick, huh? You take her out, it's like, people are going to be like, is he treating you right? And she speaks in Japanese and is like, he bought me.
That's like the shit back in high school. Like, I remember I had friends, this girl's like 17. She's like, yeah, I'm dating a 25-year-old. He's so cool. He's got a car and a job. And I'm like, now that I'm that old, I'm just like, what the fuck were these people thinking? That's disgusting.
Yeah, like I knew this girl similar. She like had a college boyfriend and she was like 15 or some shit. Weird, man.
You got to be like a fucking weirdo. Like can't get any girls anywhere. Like I don't know, man. That's weird to me.
That's just strange.
Yeah.
But anyways, next anime. What other animes you guys been watching lately?
Slime anime.
Oh, they're reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's moving slow based on what the intro looks like. Because in the intro, he's got like a body and shit, and they're fighting.
Yeah,
but I like the show a lot.
The last episode that came out this week, I think they were fighting a fire summon Ifrit. That could have been. They had like extra characters in that, like extra monsters in that, just to pan out the episode. Like in the manga, because I like couldn't wait for the next episode. It just all happens real quick. Like, oh, there he is. Oh, okay, let's deal with him real quick. And then the next thing, which the next episode, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It gets a little heavy, but then that's when the body comes in. But to catch George up, basically what happens is a 30-something-year-old guy, well-to-do. I think he's a virgin, and like he's just hanging out with his old coworker and his coworker's girlfriend, and he just gets stabbed and dies right there. And as he's dying, he's like, "Oh no, I don't want to do this. I'm dying. Oh, hey, my friend, throw my computer in the water and fry my hard drive. Don't let my mom find my porn." And then he dies.
That's pretty hilarious.
But then he gets reincarnated in like a fantasy world as a slime. But because like as he was dying, he had all these thoughts. This like weird world program between the two worlds gave him these superpowers, and by exploring the world as a slime, he gains all these different powers, and he becomes a badass essentially.
It's a really good show. I like that one. Goblin Slayer is my favorite this season, though.
Goblin Slayer is pretty good. Like, there's a lot of controversy over episode 1 because it graphically depicts a rape scene.
I mean, it's a dark comic. A lot of that stuff doesn't get animated as much, but like,
yeah,
the fight scenes are pretty cool. And like the last episode, if you've seen episode 7 yet, is pretty intense. Also, you should.
I've caught up with that manga too because it's a good one.
Yeah, I read the manga.
I just started reading it yesterday, actually, so I want to catch up. That's really good so far.
After watching like the first few episodes, I was like, dude, I want to know more.
Yeah,
like I binge watched it because I was holding off for a bit. Like I heard it was pretty good. And that's what I've been getting it from with a lot of animes. Like, now you guys are talking about the slime, I'm like, all right, I'm letting it build up. Maybe it took it like 15 episodes. Because when I get caught up in something good, and I'm like, and I just want to watch it all, you know? And I'm like, let's plow through this out. It's not like you, because you bring me into the story, and I'm like, I got to watch it, and then I got to wait, and I'm like, damn it. Which is where I'm currently at right now with a few animes, mangas I've been reading. Which today I've read like, 7 Deadly Sins and Goblin Slayer.
I'm caught up on.
I heard Seven Deadly Sins just had a new season on Netflix.
Yeah, they're on season 3.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm about to catch up.
But I'm like, I'm so far beyond it. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. Cause are they making it in Japanese like already, and it's just Netflix only, so they have to wait for the season to be over?
I feel like that's what, because Netflix, I don't know, they bought it up. Which I'm happy. I'm thankful for Netflix. They're picking up. They're picking up revenue. Obviously, they see the market for us anime folks.
They're spending like literally $100 million on anime next year or something. Nice. They made that like gambling one too.
What was it? Kaiki something?
So, I don't know what it's called, but it was all about gambling in school, and it was super good. It was so out there, but it was.
I've heard that was good.
I liked it. You should watch it. There's going to be more of it too.
It's just I love binge watching a good anime. So this slime one.
Definitely,
I'm gonna check it out.
I might call the slime one like the anime of the season. I don't know.
I don't know. Goblin Slayer is doing it for me. I like it a lot. Man. They're both really good, like fantasy adventure style. Yeah.
I think you'd enjoy the comedy in slime.
Yeah. What about no SAO?
I have been watching it just because like I've already caught up with all the other stuff. Like when I started watching the last arc of the last season, like where the Asuna deals with the girl with AIDS, I was like, let's just watch this, whatever.
Yeah, that was something. I'm gonna watch it when more comes out, but aren't the episodes like 40 minutes long too or something?
Just that first episode, I think.
Oh, okay. Episode. I'll definitely watch it, but I'm going to wait for a little more to come out.
They did what they did with ReZero, where like the first episode's like an hour long or 2 parts.
Oh, I love ReZero.
ReZero is great.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you about that one before. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, but ReZero, basically this guy, he's hanging out in Japan, of course, and then he blinks and he's in another world. And he thinks, okay, I've been summoned to this world do something crazy and awesome, and then he just gets owned over and over again. He constantly dies, but when he dies, he gets returned to a certain point in his life in that fantasy world. Basically, he's trying to figure out, how to save.
I'm spacing out her name right now.
Amelia.
No, Amelia. That's
Amelia.
what it was.
Like, there's this princess. Is she a princess?
She's something around those lines, yeah.
Basically, save the girl. Like, the last episode they animated, like, I think they even call it, like, this is really all the anime is about, or what it's about. And it's about him trying to save the girl.
Except there's tons of cosplays of the twins.
Yeah, like, everyone loves, like, the blue-haired twin.
Rem and
Ram, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good show.
Since you guys do love anime, do any of you guys own any anime figures?
My roommate was huge into that. I do not own any, though.
No.
I've always thought hey, it'd be kind of cool. Like, and I think I started at one point like, okay, let's see what this is, what that is. But then it's like, it's just gonna be like a weird 30 something, maybe 40 some point year old dude with like all these like sexy anime girl figures. Because like,
so a lot of them are like that's what they are.
It's kind of
like,
weird, yeah. Like I felt it'd be weird for me,
Yeah. See, I haven't bought any because I thought about that. I think of the same thing because. I don't know if you've seen like some of the horror anime like Kotoyubaki or something like that.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I know what
like
it is.
they and like they have them, but like it's just like a sexy figure, and you're just like, do I buy that? But then like, how perverted do I look if I have that just sitting in my I haven't showed you guys my picture of like my Funko Pop collection. I got a few Band Presto figures of a Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, oh, I need to get some female one because the other day I was on my Instagram. And I don't know about if you guys have Instagram, but I look at like Dragon Ball Z, like sculptures, statues, and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just showed up some like gay guy, like a gay Dragon Ball Z anime character. I'm like, come on, how does that algorithm fit through there? And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, I do need to look at more female characters, and like, but then when you think of anime, like it's really sexified. I'm like, can I be looking at
that's
that
like
work?
like I said, my roommate collected a bunch of them, and it was like super weird because at the time I brought a girl over, and it was super weird because he had out his the red-haired chick from Yoko from Gurren Lagann in a bunny outfit.
Yeah,
it's just this huge figure just right next to the TV. I'm just like, oh.
Like how does that make it look?
It was a good set piece, honestly.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Well, it's like I want there's a statue of the Bulma in her Playboy bunny outfit. Like when she was working like the waitress, and I was like, I want that. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
I'm down for some of those, and like there's some cool characters and stuff. But as a single guy, when I bring a girl over and they don't understand or give a two shits about anime, and your roommate has all these figures all over the house, it's just kind of like
how
weird.
do I explain that? Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, I mean, I really enjoyed the character and this and that. It's like, yeah, but their tits are like out and. You see the ass and everything, and there's still a little bit of cum stain on that. Oh man,
dude! I've got this right here. FMA tattoo on my arm.
Hell yeah! A friend of ours told me about this subreddit. I think it's called r/fig or r/comeonfig. It's basically just pictures of anime figures or figures. Just jizz on them.
See, and what's weird to me is like I've gone to like eBay, like check out like. There's the guys that actually like when they sell them, they like poke at them like on the breast to show like it's actually squishy, and I'm like, why? Like it's. I'm thinking, I'm like, isn't it supposed to be like a figure statue? Like where now you guys are saying there's like a. I'm like, nah, I can get it. It's for that culture thing right there for that.
So you can be like, ooh, I'm squeezing the.
I'm just like, all right, yeah. And see now, I guess like you can if you think about it that way, I guess like, you wouldn't want that.
Yeah, they're I'm totally fine with telling people I do anime, manga, whatever the hell, but like there's a even more weird stipulation when you start collecting figures. Cause like there's some cool ones I found, especially for Full Metal Alchemist, because I obviously love that show.
Oh, that's a great one.
And like I've been watching that show forever. It got me into anime, and I've seen some really cool figures. I'm just like, but if I do this, I'm gonna start buying a ton more, and it's like I'm not. A, I don't want to spend my money on that.
Yeah, that's another thing. They're expensive.
Yeah, and B, like most of the girls I think I've dated. Did not understand or care for anime. It's just gonna be like, well, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my wife. She looks at me like, you're weird. I don't want to know why you're watching it. She only got her into one anime and she liked it, but not that.
Kenshin, right?
Kenichi.
Oh, Kenichi. Yeah.
Like, you got to start with like more slice of lifey stuff. Like I got my friend into anime by having her watch Erased. If you've seen that
I haven't
before.
seen that one. I heard it was
It's just they actually made a Netflix live action adaptation, which wasn't as terrible as the Death Note one, but it's like
I actually seen the Death Note one.
I did too, unfortunately.
Have you seen Bleach then?
Yeah,
Is it good?
it was okay.
Um,
But
My mom likes the Bleach Netflix show, movie or whatever it is.
yeah.
But Erase is like this one guy. He comes home and his mom reminds him of these horrible kidnappings that happened when he was a kid. And a little bit of a spoiler, it's just episode 1. She gets stabbed, and he has this crazy. He starts having these like weird things where he just starts going back in time into his younger body with his mind, and you try and solve, because his mom said it's someone that she knew, and you tried to solve the crime, and it was a really intense 12 episode show, and it was really good. And I got my friend to start watching anime with that.
That sounds
Nice. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to get people to watch anime.
I tried starting some with Studio Ghibli movies.
Oh, yeah. That's also yeah.
One of my favorites, Prince of Mononoke, and Spirited Away.
I want to get a no face tattoo, just like the mask part. It's
Really?
be awesome. I love that movie.
I wanted the figures, just a little.
The little
No,
Kodomas.
yeah. They glow in the dark too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, see, I was like, that would be kind of neat to have.
I think that was the first anime I ever saw, and then Fullmetal Alchemist was the first show I ever saw, and that got me super into all.
It's funny because in Full Metal Alchemist, I forget what the brother's name that's in the armor.
Bell.
They have they have Funko Pops coming out of them this month, and he's holding on to I think a cat and something else.
Yeah.
He's holding on to them, but I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat. I'm like, I want that. It's a Hot Topic exclusive, unfortunately.
So I got to go to a Hot Topic because I will.
Yeah, they do. I'll show you a picture of it later on.
Hell yeah! I'm not super into the Funkos. There's some cool ones for sure, but I'm the kind of person when I start collecting stuff and I spend way too much money and everything.
That caught me right now. That's where I'm at. Unfortunately, I started off with here's some Dragon Ball Z pops. Oh, here's some Futurama because I think I had a Nibbler.
Nice.
Nibbler. I like the Nibbler. Who didn't like Nibbler, right?
Nibbler's great.
Yeah, so I'm like, I want Nibbler. I bought them at Gotham City Comics. And the only reason I found that place out was because this guy told me, oh, you can go look at comics and get coffee. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was way back when, dude.
Right by Milano's.
Yeah, it was
Milano's is great.
2015, 2016 or something.
I fucked up big time. I went to League of Legends World Championship 2 years ago, so my friend got us tickets. And they sold the little special edition World's pop figures of one of the characters, and they're worth 5 times as much now. No, I didn't know. I didn't know what they were at the time. They were just getting big, and I've never been super into collecting things, and I'm like, damn, I should have bought a bunch of those.
Yeah,
George has a crazy collection. Of everything.
I've got quite a bit of collection. It's funny because my buddy I was out telling Tony, and next thing you know, his sister's blowing up. I'm like, dude, why are you getting so much? He's like. He was I told him I didn't know you were into Funko Pops, and she's like, yeah, something Tony has to do. I think he has something to start with. I'm like, really, guy? He told your sister, and then next thing you know, her sister's getting a huge collection. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I spent
a lot.
I got
Just say a lot.
Yeah, I got $1,000 worth or something.
I mean, that's not. I've seen worse. I've seen those YouTube videos where they literally have a full room double stacked along the walls from ceiling to floor. And it's
I have a community that I follow, and they Santino's wall right here will be covered.
Damn.
They have that much, and I tell my wife, I'm like, I'm not that bad. I'm like, there's some that I look at, I'm like, this actually looks cool. I'm like, I want to buy it, I'll get it, but I don't have any
A lot of the super exclusive ones resell too pretty well, don't they?
Yeah, they sell one it's Hot Topic exclusive. They get them and then they sell them out quick. Cause All Might, My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
So Tenya. They came out with them, and it was the first set, and I got all of them. I didn't get all of them. I got Deku and his rival, and then obviously All Might, but I didn't get Tenya and Ochako or something. Is that her name?
Ochako.
I
can't remember. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I didn't get those two, and lo and behold, Tenya, he's vaulted. And I was like, and when they say vaulted, they stopped producing them. And now he went from $15 pop to $155.
Damn.
Wow.
And I knew one time I saw him on the shelf and I was like, no, I'll come back from later. I don't got money right now. I'm just going to wait. Now I just wish I would have bought the damn pop because it goes up in value. And I'm just trying to complete the set. And I'm like, how the hell does this shit get so expensive?
I definitely got to get the FMA one then.
They're coming
There's
out with
some,
the FLCL.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I was gonna say I'm gonna get those at least at Conti.
Yeah.
Like I don't have much interest in Funkos.
You can get it's a set of 4, so it'll be like $45, $50 for the 4. I say get it. Like I have a Cowboy Bebop one because I wanted the girl with the corgi.
Is it taboo to take them out of the box?
Yes, and
I mean, are you ever gonna resell them or want to resell them?
Even if you did resell them, they're still worth something out of the box. I took mine out of the box. I have some of them.
I have amiibos like in their boxes that I don't want to take out, but like a Conti figure, I feel like would look good just on the thing.
See, and I'm weird though, but I bought 2 of something. I'm like, I'm opening this one. I'll keep that one.
Oh, I get that. Especially if it's like an exclusive, I would do that.
Yeah.
Like then one of them you can resell at some point. You still got your own little one there. That's cool.
Yeah. See, I don't know about my. I don't know if you guys like Kingdom Hearts here. You guys like Kingdom Hearts?
I never got into it.
No.
I have played 1 and 2 a bit, but that's.
But anyways, they got like a Donald Duck Monster Inc. like crossover, or it's not Donald Duck. We had his Donald
for the
Duck.
new one. Or?
Yeah, and it's a Monster Inc. crossover where he's got a. He's like Mike Wazowski with the big old eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
I had that one. I took him out of the box first day, and I had a mint box. Like it was nice, and I put it there. And my daughter reached up on my computer desk and just said,
Damn.
Now it had 1 arm. Now it doesn't have any arms or legs. And it's all gone.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I keep the figure. I'm like, well, at least you got a good head on, you know. I'm like, just sits there now.
Just chop off the head, leave it there.
I only got 1, and it's Hanzo from Overwatch. Back from when I was super into Overwatch. I played that a lot when it came out, but not as much anymore.
It's funny. I was gonna buy that. I was gonna buy Hanzo, Genji, and I really want to get Junkrat. But the Junkrat that I want is the Halloween version.
Oh, so it's like special.
Yeah, it was. And then Frankenstein or the Roadhog.
Frankenstein Roadhog.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, they look cool. I just don't. I try not to spend too much money though. It's addicting.
It's hard with like anything nerd related because everything's expensive.
Yeah, because like I was saying, I have Ben Presto, like a few figures. I got recently. I bought Super Saiyan 4 Goku because I have Ultra Instinct Goku, and then I have my Vegito, and now I'm looking at the manga dimensions. I'm like, I want the manga dimension because I have a manga dimension Goku, and I'm like, I want more. And then I also have Bardock, and I'm like, I want more.
My friend Angel was telling me about Perfect Instinct and how it's become sort of a meme on Twitch. Like whenever somebody's doing shit like perfectly, like Perfect Instinct, just everyone's throwing down in chat. Because like it's just like where your brain just shuts off and you're just doing shit. Like,
your body automatically just like it's muscle memory. Like you can't touch me. It's like the ultimate defense. I'm like, huh.
The idea was interesting. It was weird to me that he did it outside of Super Saiyan. Because it's like he lost all his strength. Like dodging fine, but like attacking questionable.
Yeah, you couldn't do it.
But it was still cool.
Perfect Instinct.
Yeah.
Where are they going to go from there, though? That's like that's literally like the pinnacle.
Well, I mean, I don't know with the since we're going to Super Dragon Ball Super. Spoiler alerts for everybody. And if you haven't watched Super, then what the hell's your problem? God damn it!
I'm sorry. I started.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
Like,
wow.
I haven't caught all of Dragon Ball either.
Wow.
Or DragonAll Z.
Well, there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z to catch.
Like
it's a lot of fillers.
Like Dragon Ball Super, it's like okay, I've seen some. I want to get into it. I just haven't gotten.
I think you should jump in on Super already. I think
I've been trying
because
I haven't been trying actually.
So far, it's like
lately I've been reading Hunter
my
x Hunter.
buddy, and my brother. There's like 3 of us that I know that we're planning on going in January to go see the Dragon Ball Broly movie.
Ooh.
So I'm like, I wouldn't mind getting a gang of friends. Like, dude, let's go check this shit out. Because, it's epic to watch anime with friends. Because I definitely want to go see the Broly movie. And I have a feeling I'm more interested on what kind of storyline they're going with now. Because that seems kind of epic. To me, it's kind of epic to see Broly start kicking people's ass. And they're like, oh, you're Super Saiyan 4? Oh, yeah, I didn't even turn Super Saiyan 4. Or any Super Saiyan of any type. I'm just kicking your guys' ass. Like, that to me is badass. Have you watched any of the Dragon Ball Legends?
No, I haven't seen any of that.
Is that the YouTube one?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple.
It's kind of weird. How do you watch that and not Super?
My buddy,
come on.
But he's like, hey, check this out. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, like short episodes.
Yeah. No, I've seen just the original Z and then Super. None of the weird GT crap. That I checked it out. It didn't make sense to me.
GT was like, because it wasn't canon. It was, but it was hard to get into, and it just didn't make sense to me. And I love Vegeta, But like him going to like Imagine Vegeta, like it's just weird to me. But he does look like a badass. It was just I thought GT was a weird series. I mean, I love that they went Super Saiyan 4, and they got their like Monkey 8 form. Like, that was cool to me, but storyline was weird.
Yeah, I feel like they just ran out of ideas and wanted to milk Dragon Ball series for a while. But then Super came back and they did like 50 episodes of the universe fighting or something ridiculous.
Was it that much? Jeez.
There was a lot of episodes for the final entire tournament of the season.
There was a nice build up at the end though,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I don't know. Have you ever seen the reactions to like Mexico's reaction? Like Mexico had a huge ass fan base.
I mean, it was super well done. It was just slow.
Damn.
Like I enjoyed it though.
Classic Dragon Ball style.
Yeah, 3 days of spirit bombs. Let's go.
Spirit bomb.
An episode of yelling.
I've always wanted to buy one of those custom makes Spirit Bomb light lamps.
Those
You
look
seen
cool.
those?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, have you ever seen them?
No.
Dude, they're pretty cool. Like people custom make them. Like they have one where it's like they take the figure Van Presto figures and they like mold them and like wire them, whatever. And then they have like Vegeta's doing his Gallic gun. They put like a light bulb at the end of it, and it's like a different color. Because his is like a pink, whatever, purple kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then Goku's obviously blue, and it has him going like this, like that's another light ball. So it's like 2 light balls like that.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty slick, dude. And then
That's cool.
some people
Oh,
do like a
those.
mod of like with the Vegeta I have, he's doing his his Big Bang attack.
Mm-hmm.
So he has them like that, and then they put like an LED little light like that, so like it's lit up like that. I'm like, dude, that's some shit right there.
That's sick.
I'm not custom like that, but it'd be dope if I had that kind of skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not creative enough.
My custom still start at So
What?
how are you
That's
guys?
about as far as it goes. Hey, I'll edit that later.
Nope.
$500 flashing across the screen.
Yeah.
Nope. This is going to be exactly that.
Yeah. It's all
That was
question
the
mark.
gag.
Do, 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 do.
I'm sorry. That was the gag.
Oh, what other animes besides Super then have you guys been checking out then?
JoJo's Part 5.
Yeah.
I
know we talked about that last
JoJo's
time.
that
Yeah.
much. We got him to watch Hunter x Hunter. He watched like 6 episodes of my house, and like 3 days later, he watched like all the 180.
Yeah, I watched everything in like about a week or two, and then I've been catching up with the manga. I've caught up to where the anime is, but like at this point, the manga, it's another Kurapika art. It seems like. You remember in the anime, his whole arc. It's like okay, he complicated the guy to death. It's basically how he killed that one guy. It's basically that, but everything is just complications. Like okay, let's introduce these 12 fucking princes and all this crazy shit, and like every fucking page of the manga is like reading a book, and then one page like I'm watching it. I forget what the app's called, but that manga app you showed me.
Manga Rock.
Manga Rock.
What was
One page you can't even fucking like load it all the way, like or zoom in enough. It's all fucking blurry.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a show that's better left to animation. There's a few of those.
If they animate that next arc, which of course they will eventually. But
I hope they
when
do eventually.
when they animate the next arc, it's going to take forever because everything is just fucking blah 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 blah.
I mean, that's
blah blah blah.
It's kind of like
blah.
Attack on Titan if you've read it. Cause I'm caught up on it. It's hard to keep up with. It's what's going on at all times. It's hard to read some of it because the drawing is kind of all over the place. So it's just I stopped reading it some like in the last few months. And was like I'll just wait. They're finally getting into animating it again, and I'll watch it. It's good.
Attack on Titan kind of like I talked about it last time we did like a Nerdcast situation, but like Attack on Titan like it got popular so fast.
Yeah.
And then it irritated me because they just went to like a money grab. In my point of view, like I get it, you got to make your money, but it's like, dude, where'd your story go?
Yeah.
Like, where'd you go? Like,
Yeah, they spent like a ton of time in the manga on political whatever
Yeah,
nonsense, and then like resolved it real quickly. Like, okay, this is
until next season of. I'm assuming. I think it's next season of the anime. They do a little bit of a time skip. It gets like the ending where stuff finally starts getting explained.
where everything started.
Yeah, essentially. Essentially, they're going to finally get into the answering the questions what the show started with.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But it's taking fucking forever. And like, they came out with that season 1, 25 episodes. There was a ton of hype. It took 3 years for the next season. Like, they lost so much hype, so much viewership.
Every fucking season. Oh, it's coming next season. It's coming next season. Guys, it's coming next season.
Same with One Punch Man. Now I've heard it like 3 different times it's coming out next season.
Yeah,
So-
we'll see when that comes out.
Well, that manga's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough content though for a whole other season.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's his name? Gara? in the manga? Have either of you caught up with it?
I'm caught up completely.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I think his name is Gar, the Kung Fu Master student.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole other arc that they could do.
Well, it almost is an entire arc with the demon stuff he's doing. So
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I get bummed. That's why I try to take my time. Like I was saying earlier, I'm like, I'll let the build up go a little bit, and then I'll get into watching the anime because I'm a big manga reader, and I'll read the manga, and but when I watch the anime, it's nice to look at the anime because I'm a big fan of Fairy Tail. I love Fairy Tail.
I am currently catching up on that.
I completed it with the manga. I'm done.
Nice. Is the manga done or is it?
The manga's done.
Nice.
It's completed. I know the ending, whatever. But I'm like, where's the anime? I was waiting for a while. I'm like, where is the anime coming? I'm like, come on! I need to see these fight scenes. I want to see the epicness of everything. And it's like, where are you? What's going on? I feel like you're. To me, it's like as a fan, I'll be waiting. I'm like, what is this, Game of Thrones? Come on, you fucking with my emotions. I'm like, shit. I'm like, come on.
When I originally read that, I read up to the point where they had the first 7-year skip, and at that point, I just lost interest. So I'm like, oh, they just skipped all this time after reading all this. Then I watched it all. Then they had another time skip, and then I hadn't watched it since then. So I'm catching back up though lately. It's really good. It's just weird to watch episode by episode when it's coming out each week. There's just too much going on and too many time skips and characters to try and keep up with at the same time.
I think I was over at your place once watching some far ahead episode, and this lady, she had won some tournament, and every character needed a reaction, so it was 5 minutes of characters going yeah.
Oh, that was the Grand Magic Games. That's an old episode when Urza killed 100 monsters. That's old, but that's how much there is in that show now. There's hundreds of episodes of that.
I'm sure.
One of the characters I liked in there was a Gildrant or something.
Oh yeah,
the Wanderer guy.
Yeah.
He's like a badass, and he's one of the top mages and shit. But then he just make his appearances, and then he'll take off. And it's then you're just wondering where the fuck is this badass guy go? I'm like, where's he at? I'm like, what the fuck?
That's how I felt for a lot of that show though. Some of the Thunder Dragon guy would disappear all the time and then come back randomly. Laxus, yeah. Mystical, all the stuff that happened with Mystigun and Jaleel. There was so much random, really overpowered characters that just come in when it was convenient for them. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
I'm just where the fuck were you guys all at? Seriously? Oh no. It's good. It just
yeah.
Sometimes it's just where were you? This whole time. It's kind of when you think about Dragon Ball Z, where Goku could just turn Super Saiyan 3 and finish everything or whatever, but he's nah, or with Cell or something. It's no, I gotta let Gohan do this, He's gotta be the one to take over this thing, whatever. Obviously, he fucked up and let him take too much responsibility.
Yeah, I just gotta die, it'll be okay. No big deal.
Yeah. They'll just resurrect me. I got these balls around here.
Oh, man. Yeah, that some of that stuff just doesn't make sense, but it makes it interesting, I guess.
Since I asked Santino about One Piece last time, and obviously we're both not caught up with that. Are you caught up with One Piece?
100%. Reading and story. I watch every week.
Oh my god, dude! How did you manage to do that? Because I tried going through the beginning and starting. Yeah, I even have a book, a manga, actual physical copy, a 3-volume manga, and I still can't read it. I can't.
So you really. It's one of those you really just have to power through. And the episodes are short because you can literally skip the first 5.5 minutes of every single episode. It's all
shonen.
It's the worst I've ever seen. But I read and watched up through the Whitebeard arc with the naval fight stuff. And then about a year ago, I kept reading it for a while, but then I lost track of what was going on because if you didn't read it all at once, the story got kind of convoluted. And so I just read it all in a couple weeks, and then I watched 500 episodes in a couple weeks.
God damn.
And since then,
there's 1,000 episodes, right? There's 1,000.
There's 980 right now or something like that. Yeah.
Might as well be 1,000.
Plus the extra episodes. So yeah, there's over 1,000. But you can skip so much of the episodes. They're not that long. But It was worth catching up on. There's a reason it's number one by far in Japan. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I see that they're coming out that game coming out pretty soon.
The Jump.
Not Jump. Not Jump. It's not Jump Force.
What's it called?
It's called One Piece.
Oh, the One Piece one. Yeah,
World
I saw that
Seeker.
too.
My brother's like, you should buy it for me. It's like $100 for like the collector's edition. I told him, yeah, I'll buy it for you, but I want the Jump Force collector's edition, which is $249.99.
Oh, I can't wait for that game though. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it looks great, dude. It looks good. I was a little skeptical at first because I'm not into anime being changed into 3-dimensional because like it's got that choppiness.
Yeah.
So kind of like, I'm like, let me stick to my love of anime.
Is it made by Bandai still?
Yeah, it's still made.
Because it should be okay then. Because like the Naruto games that came out forever were super popular, and some of them were kind of choppy, but overall they weren't bad.
Yeah.
And that's been years since then.
But like, I mean, it looks good. I mean, it looks good. Like I'm interested in getting it. I may just want that 250, depending on what kind of statue they put with it. Just because those are 3 pretty cool characters. I mean, obviously I'm tied with Naruto and with Goku on. I'm not really with One Piece yet because I haven't put much effort and love into it. But I mean, it looks cool, and the World Seeker seems like something that I kind of want to play just to like catch up on. Like, hopefully it'll like push me, like you said, power through.
Yeah. And
bring me up to speed because it's a game and it's kind of like open world kind of deal. But then I'm like, if I did that, then I feel like I might miss a lot of stuff from the thing. I don't know. Yeah, because it's going to mostly be on the last like 500 episodes probably, because that's when they get past the original part and actually get into the actual ocean. So. Oh, yeah, it does come with the dragon fruit. That's what I was thinking. Oh, that's cool. A replica-sized dragon fruit. Okay, that's cool. I might get that. For $100. My roommate would chip in for half of that. He's a huge One Piece fan, too. Yeah. We might do that. I forget what else it comes with it. It might be a little statue. You gotta look it up. You can pre-order on Bandai. Obviously, I think it may be a GameStop. I'm totally going to do that, though. Yeah, because awesome. I do know that it comes with the fruit. So it's like a replica of the fruit. So I'm like, that seems kind of cool. I'm like, but I'm not a big One Piece guy. But I'm like, when I saw the Jump Force, I was like, what statue you guys coming out with this one? And I'm like, I don't know if you guys, since, I don't know, anime, back to like statue stuff and Van Presto. Battle World Coliseum sculptures. Have you guys seen any of those? What is that? Basically, they get like artists of like who do anime and everything, and they make their own Van Presto figures, and they put them out there, and you gotta vote for them to see what you guys like. They have like YouTube episodes and shit like that, and you can go on the website now and vote. They have like a One Piece versus Dragon Ball Z going on right now. So, and obviously, my love for Dragon Ball Z kind of went that side, but then they had a Trunks figure, so I'm like. I like Trunks and the Z sword. I was like, yeah, cool. Buddy. I'm like, the like on that one. I'm like, I'm not gonna hate on One Piece, but I don't know if you guys ever seen some of that stuff. It seems pretty cool. I mean, they're pretty. I'll have to check that out. But I'm looking forward to the Jump Force. When I growing up, Naruto was an amazing show. Yeah. Bleach was one of my favorite shows ever, except they never really finished it because the best arc of the show was only the best arc was only in the manga. They never animated it, which was stupid. That's interesting. I never knew that. Yeah, I've seen the entire show. It ended a long time ago. Yeah, way long ago. Right where the show ends is where the final arc of the actual manga begins, and it was by far the best arc ever. Like, everyone's powers finally got revealed. They answered all the questions. Like, I was kind of mad originally when the show kept going because it got so much filler. But then they didn't even animate the rest of the show. Entire filler arcs? Yeah, entire filler arcs. The fucking bounce. Yeah. I hate when I mean, I get it though. They have to like do a build up and whatever, but sometimes it's like overrated. I mean, obviously, I think the fillers who takes the cake is Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Because like we said, we everybody makes fun of them, but everybody still has the love for Dragon Ball. It's like I'm gonna scream for like 5 minutes and talk about kicking your ass for another 5 minutes, make commercials, and then the show's over, and then you're like. Next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That was 20 minutes of content?
Yeah. But I don't know anything else. What you guys got? I don't know anime. Santino, what else you got?
What I got? What the hell have I been watching? Let's see. We talked about slime anime. We talked about goblins. JoJo's.
JoJo's is weird to me.
Love JoJo's Part 5.
I've seen 2 episodes, and in one of them, they were running around the Coliseum with cannons on their carts that are attached to horses, shooting cannonballs off the walls of the Coliseum at each other.
Yeah.
And the second one, 2 guys were magnetically stuck together, and every time someone walked past, they were
that
stuck in
shit
a
was
sexual
fucking
pose.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 episodes I've seen, and I'm like, this is kind of funny, but this doesn't make any sense to me.
That was like, that wasn't even like season 1 or 2. That was 3.
I just saw it on TV, that's it. I tried watching the first 2 episodes of season 1, and I was so overboard to me, I couldn't get into it.
So I loved it because it was so overboard. Like all the crazy reactions, all the drastic, whatnot, nonsense vampires. It's good. I liked it.
So, all right, what other anime games have you played?
What have I played? I've played some of the Bleach games and Naruto games, but like that's in terms of anime games, that's really it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I've. My roommate owned a bunch of them, but they were in Japanese, so I never really played them.
Well, I know one of the first Dragon Ball Z games I don't know Japanese. It was Ultimate Battle 22.
I have played some of the Dragon Ball Z ones.
Yeah. I had Final Bout, the remake of it, like somewhere it got lost. I don't know. It's not even. I knew that game was selling for like a shit ton of money if you had the original. It was like $150.
Oh, damn.
Worst game ever. Like I remember people were like, when I got it, I got mine. People were like, yeah, if you want Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you have to put a cheat code or something to get him. Because when I beat the game, they said the game would glitch and then you get stuck.
Damn.
So I was like, what the fuck?
Worst game ever.
Worst game ever.
I played a few of those fighter games. It was always fun being Hercule. Like his ultimate move in one of the games was like throwing a present with a bomb in it at someone. Yeah. Like I played a ton of those. They came out for the DS too. When the Nintendo DS first came out, there was a decent Dragon Ball Z fighting game for
Speaking
it.
of DS, like I had Jump Force on there. On my DS, I had an imported version.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
right.
I had the case for it, but I don't have the game because I lent my buddy the game and he never gave it back.
Isn't that always the way?
It's horrible, dude.
I let somebody Chrono Trigger for the DS and never saw it again.
And I got the case too. I was looking at it this weekend. I was like, past weekend, I was cleaning up my living room. Like, I feel like I need to get rid of this. I'm like, but I'll ask and see if he has the game still. And I can get. But then I'll never be able to play. Never understood it. There's no translation. But what is there to translate between Jump Force? But that Jump Force game was pretty cool because it was the dual screens. Mm-hmm. So on the bottom was like comic, like they'll talk and everything, but it's basically Smash Brothers. So
that's cool.
I'm looking forward to it because the only other Smash Bros. Like game that I've ever actually played, they made that PS4 All Stars, which was that was terrible. Like most of the fighters had no good abilities. Everyone moved super slow. Like the alts were all overpowered as shit.
Have you played Brawlhalla?
Oh, I've seen it, but I haven't played it.
That's the one on Steam?
That's the newer one, right? Yeah, I just saw that. That actually looks decent. I might try that.
I just downloaded it, and I only got to play. I mean, obviously, it's a 2-button game. There's a 3-button. But there's probably more mechanics. I know they just recently had like a tournament. Some dude just won the championship for it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But it looks good. But obviously, you don't get all the characters unless you pay $20. Or unless you hardcore play it, and you can earn coins. But it's a free game.
Forever.
Yeah, it's a free game.
I'm just looking forward to Smash with 77 fucking
That's
characters.
gonna be
Is it 77 or is it 75? I thought it was 70.
It's 77 technically. Some of like they're counting Pokemon as 2 of them or some shit. I don't know. But
It was. Have you seen any of that or?
It looks insane,
dude. I
loved like the initial trailer. It just kept rolling out. It was like a hype. And then more hype, and then like it just kept rolling and rolling. Yeah. And since then, it's just been like a fucking roller coaster, still going.
Except for that final Nintendo Direct where they've announced the latest character. Not even PD Piranha Plants.
So come on, I thought that was kind of funny.
It's interesting. Yeah. Like I'm not against it, but
I didn't know about that one. But
so when I grew up, I don't know if you guys know what Banjo-Kazooie is. Yeah, that's one of my favorite games of all time. And there was a lot of hype around it potentially being in the game, and the guy who made it said it'd be okay. And so there was this huge community of people super hyped because they wanted him in the game for years, and then nothing.
Damn.
But everybody wanted Goku in there.
Yeah, but that's like they'll sometimes go out and get licensed characters like Snake and stuff, but I don't think there's ever going to be any actual anime characters in Smash Bros. It's a little too much for them.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. But
that'd be freaking amazing if they had an anime fighting game like crossover, like Jump Force.
Yeah.
But like
Force X Smash or something.
Yeah, like that'd be freaking dope.
I think part of the Goku thing was like he wasn't in any Nintendo games or like any major Nintendo games or anything like
Yeah,
that.
he never was.
I mean, Solid Snake really wasn't either.
I mean, he was in Twin Snakes for the GameCube, so that counts
guess.
technically.
I guess.
But
Well, I mean, Super Nintendo or Famicom, there's all Dragon Ball Z characters.
way back in the day.
Yeah, they're all Dragon Ball Z games. Like for Famicom, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, and they have
be
like
cool.
Ness from Earthbound from however many years ago that was, like 95, 91, somewhere around there.
Have you played Earthbound yet?
Oh hell yeah, love that game.
I know it was on that Super Nintendo.
Oh, I played it on a 3DS.
Oh, yeah, DS, right.
Yeah, for portable. Just it was a great game. Love that game. Played a fan translation of Mother 3. Beautiful game.
So, anyways, on
wonderful
Smash
games.
Bros. Though, what characters are you guys looking forward to playing with?
I will play the shit out of Roy because that was my favorite character in Melee, and they got rid of him, and I was super mad about it.
Why did they get rid of him though? I mean,
They just wanted to be. They didn't want there to be too many Fire Emblem characters, and they were bringing in Ike and
well,
like Lucina and
they were
shit like
kind of the
that.
same, but they weren't though.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. Everyone's gonna be here. Everyone is here. It's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy. You start off with 8 characters, and you have to get your
Unlock
work.
everything.
Through that spirit, was it spirits? Something or
You
like
did
that
like
story?
the adventure mode, story, whatever it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Now I'm gonna play so much.
I'm just
of that
thinking,
game.
I'm like, damn, like all these pro players, like, I'm like, how many hours are they gonna put in there?
Oh god,
Like, who to
tons.
play with? It's like that many characters. And I've never seen a fighting game with that many characters. Besides, like, Marvel vs. Capcom back in the day. Marvel vs. Capcom
Yeah,
2.
that game had a ton. I have the third one. That one has like 50 or something.
Yeah, that's wild.
But
I felt like the third one was. I felt like there should have been more with the third one, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, in my opinion, on that game. I'm a big Marvel vs. Capcom character guy. Like I used to own quite a few of the X series, the Versus series.
oh yeah,
Then I lent it to a buddy. He kind of kept all my copies.
Damn it.
I know he had my X-Men vs. Street Fighter. He had my was it Marvel War of the Gems? So it was Marvel War of the Gems, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and then it was Marvel vs. Street Fighter, then Marvel vs. Capcom, then Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then they came Marvel Capcom 3. And before all that, there was games that I tried to get a copy of was X-Men Children of the Atom.
oh I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I've only played it arcade, but I never got a PlayStation 1 copy or a Sega Saturn copy.
Damn, that'd be cool.
Now I'm pretty sure I can just download a meme of them and just get a copy of that. But like, or MAME, what do they call it? MAME? I think it's called MAME nowadays. MAME arcades, ROMs.
Yeah.
They're like ROMs. They're like arcade ROMs. They're MAME, MAME. So one of those I'm thinking about it. Because have you ever seen on YouTube those do-it-yourself, build your own like
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Table-
arcade.
yeah,
thing?
tabletop.
Yeah. Oh, I've always wanted to do that.
yeah.
Maybe
I'm like,
you'll be able to grab them. Like I heard they're coming down on like the emulator or ROM websites. Like all these websites.
They're
that
shutting them all down.
Yeah.
The biggest one.
Emu
that-
Paradise was it?
Yeah, Emu Paradise.
Yeah.
is
ROM
going
Hustler,
down.
like that. They went down or they're going down.
why is that though? Is it 'cause-
Nintendo's cracking down. They're one of the big ones right now because
Yeah.
there's so
That's 'cause
many
there's-
rumors about them bringing an emulator to the Switch. Like
They
I've
should.
heard GameCube, SNES, everything. There's no reason they can't. It's handheld. It'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So I think if they had a GameCube one, I'd lose my shit. I have so many GameCube games I'd love to replay, like updated.
Weren't they doing another game? I know they were talking about doing a GameCube.
like the mini.
Yeah, mini.
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Or no, the 64 mini is next.
It'll be just as hard to find it like it was with the SNES mini.
You
But
can find them now.
Yeah,
though.
you can find a bunch
Really?
of them now. There's a bunch of SNES
Yeah,
mini.
like you,
Cool.
you may
Even
not
the
be the
Nintendo
first
mini.
batch.
Yeah. Even the Nintendo mini now, there's a bunch out there now. I was just more super stoked that that one day I called him like when you
Yeah.
said you'd wanted one. I was like,
Thank you
Yeah,
again,
I
George.
picked you
Like back in
one.
the, him and I were kind of the hunt for it at the same time. Like I got out at midnight, like when it was released, like that day it was released, and they're like, no, they sold out like in minutes, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I luckily
but-
went to Target the next morning. I was like, I took the day off. I went to go get one. They said you're limited 2, and I was like, getting Santino one.
Yeah.
They didn't think anyone was going to buy them. They thought they were just
Yeah.
going to be like a weird niche thing, but they sold out so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, it was to me a Super Nintendo. And I mean, mine's modified. I have ROMs on there, like
Nice.
I have a bunch of them. My brother still has 2 of his, and they're unopened.
Damn.
And he doesn't even play them. Like he just bought them because I was buying one. Personally, but he has 2 unopened, and I'm like, bro, people are looking for these, and you just I don't even. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna open. I just wanted them. I'm like, my brother's like that. He has money to just buy shit.
Damn.
But like for Santino as a Nintendo fan,
yeah,
like
I was like,
one.
all
like,
that was cool stuff I wanted to play and try out. Like
I had people who'd ask me, they had asked me like, hey, if you get another copy, can you give me one? I was like, I'll think about it, but I'm like, I know you're not gonna play it. I'm like, you ain't gonna. Not once have I ever talked to you talking about playing Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I know someone who plays Super Nintendo and talk about wanting to play Super. I'm gonna get him the copy. So I called Santino that day, or I let him know. I'm like, hey, did you get one? He hasn't responded. He was passed out, whatever. And I told him like, hey, well, if you didn't find one, I actually have the one. I got one here for you. Yeah. So I didn't overcharge you or something, whatever. I'm like,
I think I brought you like exact change.
Yeah, I'm like, here's what I paid for.
Change.
That's all you gotta give me. I'm like, I'm not trying to oversell you or nothing. I was there to get mine. I got mine, and I got an extra one. That's yours.
I think I went to his house and like woke him up or something when I got it.
It was just cool. Mine's I got a case for mine now, so I got like the Super Nintendo like hard case.
Damn.
So I put mine in there. I got 3 controllers, but I found out my wireless one you actually got to connect it to a Wii controller. So the the white, and then you connect your controller to that. That's how you can play wireless. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, that makes sense. Though. Yeah. That's cool.
Because I got an extender. I don't know if you played it. I'm like,
yeah, it's like
they're short.
Yeah, it's just like the old ones.
Yeah. And I ended up getting an extension because I got it at Zia Records, and they had an extension one because they're selling out quick. And I was like, and I found one. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get one. And it extends hella far, dude. I'm like, okay, but you play it on your big TV, and it's a little weird. But
there's so many SNES games on the Switch that they actually made the SNES Joy-Cons to plug into the side.
They were charging a shit ton for those though.
You can get them now for regular price, I think.
Yeah.
But I remember I got my Switch. They sold out in either 2 or 3 hours for the pre-orders. Yeah. And my roommate, my older roommate, worked right next to GameStop, and so he got in there right when pre-orders started that day. And someone offered me $500 for my Switch, and I said no. Like, fuck no. That thing is so much fun. I'm glad I got it when it came out.
It's been a great console.
Yeah, I mean, I just haven't jumped on the gun. It's one of to me, Switch is like one of those games I just like playing with my friends a lot, and I don't really. That's a lot more platformer gaming. Mm-hmm. So but I'm like, I'm definitely gonna get one. So I mean, I got a Wii. I used to have a 64. Now I lost some of my stuff when I moved. Like I had a Rumble Pack and everything. So I'm like, I don't know what happened to that stuff. But like I had Killer Instincts in 64. I had Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I still got the games, and I even did have Donkey Kong Kart that could racing.
Diddy Kong Racing, yeah. I think they're remaking that game for PS4.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's remake everything.
They just remade Spyro, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally gonna buy that because I loved Spyro as a kid.
Yeah, there's a combo deal right now that you can buy Crash Bandicoot and Spyro for like $7.
Oh shit! Nice. The Crash Bandicoot games are fucking hard. Yeah. Like I got Tyler the remake trilogy for Switch, and we were struggling, dude.
Well, see, that's funny because I looking at the people playing, and I'm like, I don't know if it was like back in the day when you're younger and you just had more time to play. You're like, and then you're trying to play it now, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Well, it's like I remember back when I played Banjo-Kazooie as a kid, I could barely fucking beat that game. Now I can like beat the thing in under 3 hours almost. Like I've played it a ton of times since then, but.
I don't know. I tried replaying this isn't like Banjo or like your Halo. I used to beat that game on Legendary, just run through it. Now I tried playing it the other day, like a remaster. I'm like, couldn't even do it within the hour that it asked me to tell me to beat it. I'm like, fuck, man, I suck.
Oh yeah, I have that same issue with some of those old games. I don't know, man. Apparently, being a kid makes you better at games. I don't fucking know.
I think it's because you have more time to play it.
Yeah,
but. I don't know.
When I'd sit for hours and I wouldn't get frustrated. Now if I'm sitting there like an hour and I don't make any progress, I'm like, this fucking sucks. Fuck this game.
One game I do think they should remake on PlayStation is I love this game so much. Me and my brother put so many hours into it because it was like, to me, I thought it was like a little cooler version than Mario Kart. Nothing is like Mario Kart, but Crash Team Racing.
Oh, I used to love that game.
Really
Bandicoot Crash Team Racing. Like they should remake that. That game's worth money now. Like, I told my brother, I'm like, dude, where's the game? We should play it again. Because I got a PS2. Like, I got a slim one. I bought it at Flashback Games. Because I was like, my PS2, like, took a shit, so I bought a newer one. I still have the memory card, which, you know, you can get a big, huge memory card now for like $5.
Right?
Yeah.
Instead of paying like $60 for that shit, bro. But I know, though. I'm like, oh, dude, I want to play Crash Bandicoot Racing again. They came out with the remake for Nickelodeons.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Nick Racers?
Yeah, it looks kind of...
It looks questionable.
I'm thinking, dude, we're in Xbox age. I'm like, there's no remake of this game, but this game looks like it needs a remake already. Like, it looks that bad. I'm looking at it like, what the fuck happened here? Brawlhalla looks better than that. It's not even 3D.
It's so easy to just reskin a game. All you have to do is literally change the skin feature. It's like not hard.
Yeah.
Yet people are still fucking them up.
It's horrible. I think Minecraft looks better than it.
You can do some crazy shit with Minecraft, though. I've seen mods for that game. Like full 64-bit perfect color.
I don't know how people play Minecraft.
It's fun to fuck around with friends and do shit, but like I could never play that game like long term and just like build stuff constantly. Like I know people who play it who spend like hundreds of hours in that game just building cities and stuff, and I'm just like, I just want to fuck around for a little bit with friends. Like any game's fun though if you get the right group of people together.
Absolutely.
So as long as it's not like a completely garbage game that's hard to beat or anything.
See, that's my thing. I love getting a gang of friends and just like play video games.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough to tell people. Like, dude, I used to have LAN parties. People came to my house to play a LAN party. LAN parties are awesome. I know that they're like overrated now, but it's like because we have the internet, but it's not the same.
We
Couch
ran
co-op. Yeah.
we ran servers out of my dorm room in college for video games.
Yeah.
We had like Team Fortress 2 parties and shit 'cause that was popular back then.
I still think Team Fortress is still fun though.
It is still fun.
People still play a lot. Yeah.
That's still a huge community.
The orange box.
There's so much modding on PC you can do for that game. People just love it.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
It looks fun. Yeah. TF2 with the crazy hats and whatnot.
Yeah.
What's another game I used to like playing? Damn it. It's another shooter game. I think it got underrated. It was called Brink. Have you guys ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. I've never played it though.
Never been great at shooters. Shooters are fun, but like you guys are like, oh yeah, triple kill streak, running 30 kill streak, whatever. I'm like, you know,
I have thousands of hours.
I can maybe get to the campaign on like normal, maybe. Like the campaign that teaches you how to play the game, and then you go online and like fight people. I can maybe get to their campaign, maybe.
Oh, Modern Warfare 2 came out when I was in early on in high school. I have thousands of hours in that game. I bet it's stupid. That and Guitar Hero.
I love Guitar Hero, dude. I was a little disappointed. I didn't get to play as much on my newer Guitar Hero there. The newer one that
the
came
live one?
Yeah.
That one was interesting. It wasn't like bad, it wasn't great. The new guitar threw me off.
I didn't mind the new guitar, it's just they're trying to go for more of like a real feeling.
Yeah.
I just never got the time.
I would bring over all my stuff. I have the whole setup.
Oh yeah, you have like
Guitar
in your
Hero
corner
screen.
just like the drums like folded up.
Yeah, I got the drums. I got like 4 guitars. I got a mic.
One thing I wanted to play on guitar, well, not Guitar Hero, probably Rock Band, is the keytar.
That's cool.
I never got to play the keytar.
They had a keytar?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was one of the things
that.
I've always wanted to play was the keytar. And I never got to.
That would be fucking awesome.
Guitars are so cool.
Yeah.
They're just synthesizers, but they're still so cool because rocking out.
Yeah,
on
dude.
the
I just wanted to play them. Like, because I like piano games. I like when there's like piano games on my phone that I like to play.
Yeah,
and I
tell me about that.
Yeah,
one.
and I used to play like piano when I was younger in elementary school, but I never excelled in anything else past that. When I saw that, you can play guitar, I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to play guitar.
We should get you a synthesizer.
Right? Then you obviously, since we're talking about nerds and stuff, Japan has a bunch of shit like games like that, like Beat Mania.
Beat Mania is so cool.
I want Beat Saber for the VR.
Yeah.
Beat Saber.
They have it at Best Buy.
I'm gonna buy a VR this Christmas.
Are you for real?
I would totally. We could set that shit up.
Dude,
and
I
stream
would
that.
love to play that.
PSVR.
Oh, okay.
It's $200 if you can get one.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Black
you gotta
Friday.
buy the
Black
move
Friday.
and everything though too with it. So it's gonna be like $400 to $500. But I'll have enough money from holidays.
What's up with the you're talking about the Star Wars one, right?
No, that's the Beat Saber game. It's like music, and you have to literally. Oh, I guess you're right. I guess it's like Star Wars. Yeah, they do it for different stuff.
No, they do have it at Best Buy. I know that. I thought you said PSVR, the PlayStation VR.
Well, I'm gonna get that too.
I know that one's gonna be $200 on Black Friday, for sure. That's gonna be like everywhere though.
So I want to get Super Hot for that.
Super Hot looks so good.
It's a lot of fun, and then my friend wants to get the Oculus so we can play the Beat Saber game.
I would be so bad
Well,
at any
one
VR
thing
game.
I want, one VR game I want, they have it in Japan, and they brought it over here for limited time.
It's one of those porn games.
No, it was Mario Kart.
Whoa! Oh, I've seen
See,
that
yeah?
actually.
Yeah,
I saw
that
a
sounds
video.
awesome.
They had like a whole moving cart too.
Yeah.
thing.
That looks so.
Because the dude was like this, he's like, he was like getting ready to throw a shell and shit, and he was like, he's looking around. You know how intense that would be to fucking play Mario Kart? Play that on a fucking rainbow track. I'm like,
God, that
no,
no,
not happening.
I can't play that without VR.
y'all fucking power drifting. Shit.
I would be falling off constantly.
Dude, my heart rate would be like, because I already get like that when I'm like, if I'm power drifting and I'm like going, I'm like, oh shit,
Hold on, little
fucking
Mark.
Tokyo drift this shit, and I'm like, oh, I'm scared of that. But anyways, that was my whole thing. Yeah,
Tokyo Drift.
yeah.
In the weird VR chat rooms with people doing crazy shit and
I hear you can just do those regular on your computer. Like, it's not the same, of course, but you can just run VR chat.
you can, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be in there with your weird. You can be whatever character you want from anything. You can just upload a skin to the game.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of HoloLens though?
HoloLens?
Yeah.
I don't
What's
know much
that?
about that.
No, come on.
I don't know
Man.
what
It was
that
like
is.
2 years old now, but I know it was too expensive as far as I heard. I know they're coming out with something different. I think they might take off the next Xbox Scarlet coming out, according to rumors or stuff. But the HoloLens was one. Let's talk about Minecraft. Let's think about Santino putting on a pair of glasses, right? And they have the whole video, and they basically get the image, and he goes like this with his hand gestures, and he goes like that. And imagine this table's empty, right? The augmented reality of him going like this, putting it on the table, it registers this table and puts your whole entire Minecraft map on like the table.
That'd be sick.
That's
Right?
cool.
That would make me want to play Minecraft.
but like you imagine like playing other games, like I'm thinking Yu-Gi-Oh! Imagine
That would be perfect.
Imagine
for
that
Yu-Gi-Oh!
shit, dude.
Oh my god,
oh
dude.
my god.
That would be rad.
Right?
One day Yu-Gi-Oh will be real.
That'd be so like going to like a fucking football field or something. Like have like the real ass big like
Everyone has
summon
glasses
blue-
on with the game that they're playing,
Yeah.
with the match that they're having with their
Wouldn't that be
cards.
fucking
Summon
sick?
blue eyes
Oh.
white dragon just
And
big
then-
ass dragon.
I'm thinking like also like Dungeons and Dragons. You play
Ooh.
or play Diablo on that, dude.
Oh my god,
Dude.
LARPing with
LARP. Oh god,
Yeah.
LARPing.
Dude, that fucking huge like they made you like your whole table into a fucking game map. That is to me was the fucking shit on HoloLens.
That would be so
But the
cool.
latest thing I heard about HoloLens is where business people using it, where they had a HoloLens, they put it on, and you can see the other guy you're talking to.
Like
in
Star
Tokyo.
Wars shit.
Yeah,
Having the council meeting.
Yeah, exactly. And they were talking about like, yeah, they have a camera that projected, and you can see him as you talk to him right in front of you. I'm like, really?
That's okay,
That was it?
but
But I'm like, I want to go back to the video game.
gaming, yeah.
I think that's about a wrap, right?
That's a wrap. Thank you for joining us for another Nerdcast episode.
It's time to end the stream.
Bye.
Yugi!